Hey, you already know, man. Your boy Ones of the Don, YouTube King. Let me show you how I feed my worms. Look, you see that, right? Look, I'm gonna set this right here. So this is how I feed my worms. When I feed my worms, most people just put newspaper on the top. I mean on the bottom. But when I feed my worms, I put newspaper on the bottom like that. You gotta make sure it's moist, but not too super soggy. I put this much newspaper in yesterday and the shit gone. That's how many worms in there. For real, worms fuck some newspaper up. So I put the newspaper in the bottom and it's wet. I put this back on, boom. There's only about 200 worms in there. They'll eat that shit in no time. Then I put a little newspaper on the top. Maybe it's a worm on top. Don't use the color pot. Like the color pot of newspaper, don't fuck with that. They don't like that shit. They'll eat the hell out of this pot though. Take this shit like this, newspaper like this. Rip it up. Just rip it up in a little shred like that. Yeah, eat that shit. Throw that shit on there. You know what I mean? And what I do, this is what I do. Instead of using regular water, I come over here, especially while it's still wet. And see, this shit will stay moist for, man, this shit will stay moist for years. I don't care how dry it get. Man, them layers beneath gonna be moist. And it's gonna always say, look, there's always birds over here, look. I don't care when I come out here, if it's 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whenever. It's always birds out here because it's so rich in nutrients right here. Like, bro, this shit is rich. I'm talking about like, man, I can just move 3 of them leaves right there. Maybe not 3, but you know, rake the leaves back. Man, you'll see some shit of worms. I need a little bit of water like that. Throw that newspaper back on there. That shit wet. Throw some leaves, some pine, whatever the fucking there. The worms don't give a fuck. And then put my top back on. Put my brick back on. Make sure it's about 60 degrees. It's only gonna be about 75 today, so I keep this in the shade. You know what I mean? It's right over here. I don't even use rainwater. I mean, I don't use house water. I use the rainwater. You know what I'm saying? That shit that been sitting, that shit that worms be really, really living in. I throw some more paper on that shit. You know what I mean? Like all this excess paper on, cause you know I don't fuck with no. I hate litter. So throw some more paper on that shit. And I just put this on the top. You know what I mean? Put that shit on the top. Man, and put my brick. Oh shit. Put my brick back on there. That's it. Now my brick on there. You know what I mean? My worms cool. Can't no birds get to them and eat them and shit. They out the way. They hydrated. I just fed them. You know what I mean? Now, what I'm gonna do is for real. See that soggy ass fertile soil? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some shit of that soil in the wheelbarrow, right? That's what I'm gonna do. Put some shit of that soil in the wheelbarrow, right? Alright. Some shit of that soil in the wheelbarrow. I'm gonna dig these holes, right? I'm gonna dig these holes, and I'm gonna put some shit of that soil in each one of them holes. You know what I mean? Watch how pretty them plants be. Watch. I ain't gotta put a whole lot, just a little bit. That soil's so rich, man. I'm telling you, when I put a little bit in there, shit gonna grow. I'm gonna dig that shit up, that green shit up. You know what I mean? Get this shit looking good. So, I'm about to get to work. And you always see like animals and shit over here, cause I mean the house is rich. And then get the flowers for there, have that shit jumping. You know what I mean? I might even paint that shit. I'm gonna see my daddy. What do you say about that? Painting the sidewalk. You know what I mean? Might paint that shit green or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do something crazy. I don't know, crazy. There you go, right there. So, it is what it is. Your boy Ones of the Don. YouTube King. Let me get my black ass in the house and change my clothes and do what I do. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's what I do. So,